the title, we're going to be talking about Walmart dropshipping versus Amazon dropshipping. I have Jordan here, the CEO of OA Genius, live with me. We've done a couple of videos before. The last video we did went way longer than expected. And the purpose of this video is to kind of give context on the opportunities that lie between Walmart and Amazon dropshipping. And the reason why I think it's our responsibility to give context is that I have been doing dropshipping for a while. I've moved from eBay to Amazon. I'm now moving into Walmart. And the world we kind of live in this internet marketing, make money online, people just kind of like jump from one opportunity to the other. And that's a perfect way to actually fail. And when
everyone. Yeah, on every channel, right?
Right. You know, like, and when we as like business owners, CEOs, people that offer services and software in this space, offer new services and software, I think it's helpful for us to express why we are doing it, the opportunities we see, and the reality of how to take advantage of those opportunities, right? So that's why we're doing this video. So anyway, Jordan, you can just introduce yourself really quickly.
That was great context. You know, I really appreciate that. That's really important. A lot of the words you said are really very important to the conversation. My name is Jordan. I'm the CEO of OA Genius, a product sourcing, inventory management tool, order management and automation tool for dropshippers. We monitor wholesale and retail arbitrage opportunities for thousands of Amazon sellers currently.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and how long have you all had the software? Sure. What you've done before?
Sure.
What's the size of your team? And I'm asking all of that because I want people more of context, right? Like a lot of the YouTubers, a lot of us influencers, and I say us, create content and sell courses, for example. And the investment into courses is a lot less than building a software platform. So a lot of guys like you who would have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars and years of your life into something, that all of that context I think is important for the people watching to understand. What's up, Eric?
Sure. Good morning, Eric. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, so I guess you could say I have a little bit of experience in the software space. Started my career in digital marketing for a software as a service, which was an email marketing platform that was later acquired by Experian Marketing Services. And I head up a 30-person operations team, which basically sent out all emails, email marketing for American Express, US. Then I moved on to building one of the premier repricing engines for Amazon sellers. A lot of you guys would know that as Informed.co today, but I know it better as App Eagle, which is how it started out, probably about 10 years ago at this point. Yeah. So I wore a lot of hats there, but helped build out almost every team at the company, and was one of the first employees there for about 7 years, and left there approximately 3 years ago. You know, and have been building and managing OA Genius since then.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So what you guys have? Okay. So. What's up, Indra? So guys, there are 14 of you guys watching on YouTube, a couple more on Facebook. Smash the like button. You guys on Facebook, I may not see your names in the comments. Some of you I do, some of you I don't. But feel free to ask questions. Today we're just going to like kind of dig into the real of these opportunities and like why we get into it, and I'll kind of explain how I stumbled upon Walmart. But Jordan, first, you've been doing Amazon for a while. What made you go in the direction of Walmart? Like, what happened? Like, what? Just straight up. Is it that the software was just there? Like, what? How did you all end up today? 2 weeks ago, OA Genius could now do Walmart dropshipping product research.
Oh yeah. So actually, like I saw the opportunity that was like kind of low hanging fruit, which was like the product research, because although we were working on the inventory price and order management tool, um, from a product sourcing perspective, I saw like a pretty quick opportunity. Of course, the reason why I even started thinking about Walmart was I love when sellers diversify. You guys are no strangers to the fact that Amazon's like, although it's a huge, massive opportunity, it's also a pretty scary place to sort of work and manage a store.
Right.
Lots of suspensions, lots of things to watch out for. It's not like all beautiful all the time.
Right.
The opportunity is humongous, and that's why people do it. But you guys are probably privy to like a bunch of the different stories that are coming out of the news about suspensions, people losing everything.
Recently,
Just
this is
yesterday, there was like an article about somebody who sent over like $1.5 million worth of inventory into FBA, got hit with a counterfeit complaint, and then they ended up destroying their inventory and stuff like that. So I'm always all about no matter what business you're doing, I'm all about diversification and mitigating risk on the upside. And so the next natural progression would obviously be diversification of the type of platforms that you're selling on. And up until now, there were no real viable competitors. eBay was at one point maybe,
right.
and has since not become.
Right.
And so Walmart is now becoming pretty interesting because of all the marketing dollars that they're putting into their marketplace, the sheer number of eyeballs that they have on their website, and the opportunity that they're allowing people to start selling on their platform. And so while it is an opportunity, it's at its infancy phases. And there's a lot of unknowns, and mostly everybody who's starting out to doing it doesn't know much about it yet. So while it's uncharted territories, it is an opportunity that I've seen that allows for diversification and potential opportunity to sort of like make the same or probably the same or more within the next couple of years as you can make on Amazon today. But that will take some time. It's just it's not bad to get in early, but it's also you have to be a pioneer. There is not information about how this works so readily available. Like as you can see in like our groups, like there's a few groups that are around about Amazon dropshipping and how that works.
Right.
Those groups, the same types of people will be the people who are involved in the new version and the Walmart dropshipping.
Yeah.
But mostly everybody's trying to figure it out. Same way people are trying to figure out the DoorDash Walmart issue right now.
Yeah.
Right. But that's like uncharted territory. It's brand new, and so nobody really knows what's going on yet. And I mean, I'm not. You guys are a smart bunch. You're a scrappy bunch. Like I think we will all learn a lot together and move pretty quickly, faster than we were able to understand the whole Amazon game. But again, it's very early on, and so. With all that said, there's massive demand for this diversification. A lot of our clients have been requesting inventory, price and order management for Walmart, and so we started building. That's a much bigger undertaking than the product sourcing opportunity.
Right.
And so, like when I looked at Gravity, just like the way that it stood initially, I was like, okay, cool. Well, all I have to do is look at the two, like do a scan on Walmart as if I was going to be selling on Amazon, and instead of like actually seeing the information, I want the things that have the most negative profit, not the other way. Right. So like the opposite direction, and then I realized, whoa, okay, well there's a lot that have the opposite direction. They have negative profit. That doesn't mean that it was a prime offering. But you're able to see prime offerings in Gravity as well, because if you filter for FBA, then you'll see prime offerings. And then so I said, okay, fine. Well, then it's time to just like flip the equations and flip the calculations, and just build it as if you were sourcing for Walmart, with only prime offerings as the source pricing and the source offerings, and Walmart fees on the calculations. And so that's why we built that first. It was sort of like, I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was easier than building out the whole inventory tool. And I figured there are people who are using like a few different tools to make the systems talk to each other now for inventory, price, and order management. Order management, not so much, but maybe for like inventory and price at least. So you're not like overselling stuff, and you're not selling at a loss. And so they're making it work. And so now they have a tool to source products more quickly, until we release our full-on suite for it.
Okay, so before I want to talk a little more about this Walmart opportunity, but I want to go back and get your opinion, and I want to give my opinion on all these Amazon suspensions and the uncertainty on Amazon, and then go into like what it means to be a pioneer selling on Walmart, because I think that is someone that people like. We speak to a lot of people that are not. A lot of people that follow us, a lot of people that get into dropshipping, in my opinion, are not like full-time entrepreneurs, right? So like dealing with the unknowns and dealing with solving problems as an entrepreneur is just kind of what you expect, right? And what I noticed from training in dropshipping, giving training, doing YouTube, selling software, is most of the people who do this is part-time. They're trying to make some money, or like now with the pandemic, they lost their job, so they have to be an entrepreneur. So a lot of these, why I like to do these perspectives of like exactly all these suspensions happen on Amazon, is kind of give like you have a lot invested in Amazon dropshipping, time, money, your livelihood. So it's also interesting for you to give your perspective on these changes. And I think a lot of people could learn from it. But first, guys, there are 25 of you guys watching live on YouTube. There are a couple more on Facebook. Smash the like button. There are only 10 likes. If you guys, so I'm going to start doing the inner circle again. It's going to be $1,000 to do live training with me. I'm only taking 10 people a month. But if you want to win, like I'm going to give one person, like let person join the inner circle for free. If you want to win that $1,000 entry, please share this video on any social media platform, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and then take a screenshot of where you shared it, and then send it to me and mark@dsg.com. And that's what, if you want to win that, just share this video, send me the screenshot, and I'll choose from one of these guys. But yeah, so talk to me.
You guys see our newest comment?
Yeah, it's like, what a scam. Like if you don't want me to show you all the stuff that I've learned from all the bullshit that I have gone through a lot of stuff in this dropshipping space in front of you guys, and what we have learned from seeing this madness is invaluable. And we could talk about, and I think that's interesting, that comment, and I'll bring that back up when we get into this pioneer YouTube Walmart bullshit, right? But so what do you think about the suspensions? So explain a little bit from your perspective what happened on Amazon recently, and what do you think, like, why it's happening? What is your response to it? What are you seeing people saying? And yeah, go ahead.
It's tough to know. It's tough to know 100%.
So explain what happened to people who are looking, who don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no, just in general, like, there was a big suspension wave in 2018.
Right.
IP infringements were all the rage. But I think now IP infringements are like a little bit more under control. At least people are learning how to deal with rights owners and how to get those things removed.
Right.
And Amazon is making it maybe a little bit harder to file them, potentially. We're getting a lot more legal letters, or, either via email or actually snail mail. So like actual pieces of mail,
right.
Requesting removal and stuff like that. A lot less aggressive, I'd say, than like actual filing an IP infringement on Amazon, and a lot easier to sort of mitigate and keep selling. I haven't really heard too many like drop shipping suspensions recently, although I know those probably happen.
Right.
Just haven't heard too much of that.
Yeah, like that's
some,
the funny thing. I haven't seen. I saw the news about the suspensions, but I haven't seen it come up a lot in the drop shipping communities.
Right,
I think people
exactly,
are
which
seeing
is
the news
great.
and like freaking out and asking questions. But I think it's great and it's interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right?
Like obviously that's a good thing. I think used, sold as new, or product authenticity complaints and suspensions are mostly bullshit. But it happen all the time. They happen all too easily. It's probably from like one or two clients just sending a message back like they want to do a return or something like that, and they select the wrong radio button.
Right.
That basically says product is product was used, arrived used or whatever, or inaccurate description, not authentic, whatever it is. And you could get a suspension based off of that. I think probably that has to do with a lot with like the volume that you're doing. Right? Like the more volume you're doing, the less likely you are to be suspended for like one-off, like inauthentic or like you sold as new. Those also fall off after 6 months. So same sort of thing. But I don't necessarily think the suspensions are specifically attacking the drop shipping world specifically, thankfully, which is great. But they are hitting all different types of verticals within Amazon right now. Again, and so it's important to be extra special cautious, keep your account health metrics clean, and just chug along from there. Very important to at least respond to every sort of complaint that comes through. That requires a response. Like there are emails from Amazon that like basically say like do nothing, right? Like like product removal, because of like dangerous product removal or something like that. It'll say in it no action, no action needed. Just remove the product from your inventory if you don't want to, or if you want to fight it, then whatever. Okay, fine. So if you want to fight it, then you got to talk about it. But there are a lot of different messages that come out of Amazon system regarding different products. Definitely respond to the used, sold as new ones, the product authenticity ones, and of course the IP complaints.
Right. So someone, and we'll go into Walmart now, but someone asked, how do you remove IP infringement warnings on Amazon with the brands?
Yeah, so if it's a real company, this person doesn't stop. Why are you here? I don't understand.
Exactly, right?
I don't understand. Like you have nothing better to do. I mean, like if it's such a scam, all the information, then like probably shouldn't listen. Anyway, sorry about that. So IP infringements, you have to work with the rights owner. If the rights owner is real, that makes it a whole lot easier, right? If it's a fake rights owner from China or your competitor, then they're basically lying about actually putting the infringement out there in the first place, right? They fill out a whole form. They swear under oath that basically they're like, they are the rights owner, which is a lie, but it could still affect your account. And the rights owner doesn't exist on the item, and sorry, on the email that you're going to get, and so there's no one to really talk to. And so there are ways around that. You could work with the notice dispute team. I think it's actually a different email now to respond to it and to get those removed. But if the rights owner is present, and especially if it's a bigger brand, the best way that I've found to have these things removed is simply to work with the rights owner. And so you have to actually get in contact with them, which sometimes might be a problem. I found that the best path to get these things removed is to write them an email, a personal sort of email that basically says, in response to that thing, hey, listen, I received this infringement complaint because of XYZ. Not sure exactly what this is. what this is in reference to, whatever it is. If your goal is to to remove any third-party sellers from the listing and stuff like that, not a problem. I'll have this removed immediately. But otherwise, I don't really see anything wrong with what I'm doing. I've been selling on Amazon or online for X amount of time. I only sell authentic items. Didn't mean to infringe on any copyrights or trademarks or patents. But let's work on sending a retraction through in exchange for me removing myself from the listing. And so all of that is interesting to people. But I find that they probably still won't answer you unless, So I found that seeing my legal counsel on that email is very helpful, right? So it's an email coming from me, and then at the end of the email, I say, just to let you know, my legal counsel is CC'd on this email. In case you have any questions, please reply all, right? And so I found that push, and oftentimes he has to say nothing, I continue going back and forth with that rights owner until they get it removed, and that works 90% of the time.
Okay.
And then when I don't understand the legal jargon or whatever it may be, then somebody else, so then the lawyer will jump in and sort of say his piece.
Kind of press.
Yeah, exactly. So then press, but just him being there is all the difference. And
it's a more serious communication.
Yeah, exactly. I have legal counsel, I have representation, I know what's going on here. You're trying to cause harm to my business. I also put that in the emails. It looks like you're trying to cause harm to the business. If this leads to a suspension, I'll have no other choice than to take legal action. It doesn't hurt to put that in message 2 or 3, right? If they're not responding and stuff like that. So, so that's how I would go about IP infringements. If anybody needs a recommendation for a lawyer, happy to pass along the guy that I work with on this. It's a buddy of mine from university. He's a very, very good lawyer out of New York City.
Nice.
And so.
All right, so let me.
Not only a good lawyer, he's a good guy. So that's good.
Because lawyers.
And it's a flat fee for it, for that service. So
okay.
So it's pretty.
So is that someone? He's done a lot of these stuff with Amazon before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that someone you think you could get on the channel to talk about?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%.
Talk to him and see if you can hook that up. Because
I think so. I mean, I'm saying yes without knowing the legal ramifications of that. I don't know if he's allowed to go on YouTube and talk about that.
Yeah, because even with the other this other company, one of the person that can do it. So
Yeah, okay, so that's the only thing I'm thinking. Otherwise, I would say yeah, for sure.
All right, so let me ask you. I want to go into this Walmart dropshipping thing, and I'll explain kind of where I'm coming from and something that I want to hear from you that I think I could learn from and a lot of people online could learn from, right? So you were in App Eagle and you guys got into this Amazon price changing and stuff very early, right? So you saw a lot of changes between App Eagle, Informed, and Genius. You saw APIs change, terms of services change, because you guys are in there early. So going into Walmart, it's a similar situation, except the fact that there are less users. I think we see higher profits. But what you going into this new market as a CEO running a software company, investing hours and tens of thousands of dollars in development, what do you can't foresee the future, obviously, but
sure I can.
Right? but what do you, there's a reason why you're making calculated risks to invest this time and money to develop software and go to this market. And then what do you see are the risks? What do you expect are the uncertainties? Because when I got into eBay dropshipping, it was early, right? We built one of the first software for eBay dropshipping. No one really knew what's going on. It was just people selling training. It was it was an open field, high margins. You could return stuff. There was no real control. And we saw over time eBay change in terms of services. You see margins change, suppliers change. What do you expect? What are you planning for?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I have some ideas. So So I'm planning for a huge surge of clients wanting to get in, especially because if you're already using the OA Genius software, then it's like a easy, natural sort of like progression for you.
Right.
It's all within the sort of like the same tool and stuff like that. So I kind of, it's like a calculated risk, but I know it's going to be successful to some degree. I already have pre-commitments from a lot of our clients, you know, and a lot of demand there. So even if just those people come on board, then I would, you know, I'd be happy with the outcome, which I just think that's like just scratching the surface.
Right. So stop. So wait. So the people that plan to come on board, are these people who are already selling on Walmart, or do they want to diversify to what?
Diversification. Yeah. So not already selling on Walmart.
But they
some
sell
people,
on
selling on Amazon, very successfully selling on Amazon, interested in diversification.
Okay. And
the risks that I see, because you asked about that, right? Like, what risks am I taking? What are the unknowns? What do I think the risks are for businesses that are about to take this journey? Things that I don't know 100% about. We full transparency. We plan to, like, I think a lot of people have this vision that the way that to do this drop shipping on Walmart is to do it from Amazon. That's like the natural sort of like idea, right? Great pricing, great fulfillment centers, right? Like good return policies, awesome source, like it ticks all the boxes, right?
Right.
The unknowns are how many orders can be placed from like so for me, the risks are we plan to build auto ordering from Amazon the same way that we already have it from Walmart to ship for Amazon orders. We plan to do it from Amazon to ship for Walmart orders, right? So the risk for me is that Amazon isn't a viable source long term. Just because the same reasons, Walmart, but I don't know how many people are actually drop shipping from Amazon right now, like as a source, and like how many packages they'll let you ship Prime from a Prime account.
Okay, so let me just stop you right there. So a couple of things. I am going to connect you with Ecom Tom, right? Mm-hmm. The reason why I say that is Ecom Tom did eBay drop shipping for a while. I think he's still doing it, but when I was doing mainly eBay drop shipping from Walmart, he was doing eBay drop shipping from Amazon. Okay. So he has a lot of like actual experience fulfilling more like tens of thousands of items per account. Gotcha. So he could give you a real perspective on like his previous students who used to drop ship from Amazon to eBay, what restrictions they got, and so on.
Gotcha. Okay, that's important.
So I think even that communication with you and him would help with perspective on those limitations. But that being said, I would advise any of you guys who are drop shipping on Amazon. So like if you're selling on Amazon and you're drop shipping from Walmart or anywhere else to Amazon, when you start to drop ship on Walmart, the account that you fulfill the Amazon orders with should not be your same account as a seller account.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like I had a Amazon done for you client. Well, she tried to be an Amazon done for you client. Like there's a link in the description to our done for you stuff. We are training a group now, so we're not taking on new clients. If you guys want to apply, you can apply, and I'll reach out to you when we have like more trained employees. But she wanted to sign up, but her Amazon buying account was suspended previously for some orders and some other stuff. And when she tried to open a seller account, they would not let her even open the Amazon seller account because of the restrictions she had on the buying account. So I would advise anyone who's like part of this unknown stuff. The reason why I feel comfortable going into Walmart drop shipping is because I went into eBay early. I've gone through all these unknowns. I know certain pieces of the puzzle that could avoid problems beforehand. And a lot of you guys watching this is some of the information that I'll start to give out as it comes up, right? Like I'm not holding information back. It's just like as it comes up. But that in particular, if you get a Walmart account, if you just open a Walmart account and you're going to drop ship from Amazon to Walmart and you sell on Amazon, do not use the same account, the same corporation, the same email to fulfill, please. because you're setting yourself up for some bad days.
Got you. So like that's a good point. So even if you were to set up a separate account, right, for buying,
Right.
so if you want tax exemptions and stuff like that, should you not use the same
Not use
EIN?
the corporation. No, I'll use a different corporation for tax exempt.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the risk of, yeah, for the new fulfillment, I would not use the same corporation and EIN for tax exempt.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of
why
what
not?
I've
Yeah,
seen in the
because why
past.
would you?
Yeah, because I've seen it, and if it goes bad, the risk is too high. So the extra work to put in to fulfill from a different account, I've seen profits without tax exempt, right? So like,
yeah, sure.
when you go in to get tax exempt, I wouldn't use the same EIN and all that stuff.
Got you. Okay, fair enough. That's great information. Yeah, so that's one of the risks that I can see. You know, so in order to mitigate that risk, you know, I would just like, I would urge you guys to, you know, since there's so many opportunities and so many products that exist on Walmart or don't exist on Walmart, that exist on all of our other sources. I mean, we support like 15 or so sources for drop shipping that are all like, uh-oh, you lost me?
No, you're still there. It's stuck for a second.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I connected my phone to the computer. Weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I urge you to diversify. Well, like Amazon, you know, like you guys successfully buy products for, if you want to break even 18% less than what you're selling for on Amazon, right? From other sources to do your hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales on Amazon. You know, so certainly some of those products, and maybe a lot of other products that aren't profitable on Amazon will be profitable on Walmart. You know, and so why just pin yourself to Amazon as a source, right? If you trust these other suppliers for your Amazon dropshipping, then trust them for your Walmart dropshipping as well. I think that's a better way to like fly under the radar also, because Walmart's going to be like Amazon, of course, like they care most about, you know, people getting Walmart packages,
right?
more than like an overstock package, or like they're just not concerned with that, or like you know, Zorro or Blaine's or Mills or whatever, right? Like those guys are small fries. They're like little flies on the wall to Amazon. But like when they get, you know, Walmart packages, okay, fine. So like that's something they may or may not look into, right?
Right.
Same with Walmart, right? Like Walmart's gunning for Amazon right now, right? So
right, exactly.
So maybe they don't want, you know, maybe they'll scrutinize more, you know, somebody who comes to them and says, I received an Amazon package when I ordered from you know, one of your sellers on Walmart. And so maybe they'll look at that a little bit differently. So again, ways to mitigate risk. You know, you could do mostly Amazon, but also diversify, right? So it's like, oh, okay, well, like if the one that you get hit on, like they start looking into, it's not actually an Amazon package for some reason, you have like a different, you know, you have a different invoice for it, or, you know, you've linked up to a supplier who can provide you invoices for like a bunch of different items that you have, and, you know, and you're already in a much better place. So like, just always make sure to, you know, to figure out your risk appetite, and, you know, and yes, once you see something's working, push, press on that, right? But still, like spread wide, you know, spread wide when it comes to your sources and your suppliers. Like it's not that big of a deal to have products from like 6 or 8 different suppliers. Like all it is your orders, people placing orders in different places. You know, like it's not that big of a deal. Like the return process is a little bit different. Okay. You know, like it's not really that hard, you know, like all the sources that we support have very good return policies. Right.
So can you use OAGNet for eBay dropshipping? No, you can't.
Use DSM.
Yeah, use DSM tools for eBay dropshipping. I had a question yesterday about that as well. Any information or content on eBay dropshipping, look to DSM. I have videos with Kafir I work with Enrique, who produces the content for DSM Tool. So look there for that. Guys, I started selling on the 5th of October till the 23rd of October. Yesterday, I got paid for the 5th of October's orders only. Why is that? I'm guessing you're talking about Amazon dropshipping. Yeah, like
or Walmart. I think both of them have a 14-day hold. So doesn't really matter, and they only get paid on the items that ship. So you know, and Amazon takes reserves and stuff like that. So that's why you got to factor in you know, how much credit you might need. Mark and I both work with a company that could get you capital if you need some more.
Right.
So just reach out to Mark about that if you needed more money.
My guess is that's Walmart, because Walmart pays on Tuesdays. So my guess he's talking about Walmart. Right,
Walmart,
exactly.
yeah.
Right. So Walmart pays every other Tuesday. You're not going to get paid immediately. And that's just the game. That's why you need a certain amount of credit to fulfill orders, right? Luckily, Walmart has decent margins, so you need less credit to scale, but you're just not going to get paid immediately for those orders. Smash the like button, guys. I know this is not a great, exciting live, but I think what we're talking about here is very important. Smash the like button. I'm talking to Jordan here from OA Genius. There's a link to OA Genius in the description. We're talking about Amazon versus Walmart dropshipping. Although Walmart is a huge opportunity, there's perspective and there's always challenges going into a new market, right? Into a new business. And what you guys watching this need to understand is that all of these, when you get into this activity, you're starting a business, you're an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you have to solve problems. And going into a new space, there are always problems that you don't know are going to come up. Because I've been in dropshipping for a while, and Jordan has been in this space for a while, we know where to expect problems. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of where to expect problems. And that's why I feel comfortable going into Walmart dropshipping, because I was like, when it was at eBay, it was the same thing. Just like, you just sit and wait for the bullshit.
Yeah.
But you're prepared to solve problems. But go ahead. Also,
the tools don't really exist right now as well. So, like, you know, the way that you're able to scale an Amazon store,
right.
How fast and, you know, if you want to, right? Like, you basically make sales on demand, and they're almost all for profit, and the inventory exists when you go to place the order.
Right.
And so you know, that's not the same for Walmart right now. The repricers are not great. Walmart's APIs are not great. So the type of information we could send and receive to them is not as amazing. They are getting much better. I actually was the one who did the integration with, landed that deal with Informed and Walmart initially.
Really?
I think we were like one of the first 3 repricing softwares on Walmart. I think it was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago when we did that. You know, so yeah, Amazon dropshipping is definitely not dead. It's alive and kicking, and probably in terms of like year-over-year growth, like, I don't know, maybe like 50 to 100%. You know, if you're doing it seriously, you've got a few years at least before you see that sort of stuff on Walmart.
Right. So Patrick said, "Are you going to start Walmart automation service?" So right now, Patrick, we have a website where you could apply for Walmart automation, but we're not managing accounts. What we're doing is we're going through the process of creating accounts for you guys. I currently manage a couple accounts, but we're collecting a lot more data before we could say we're going to fully offer this automation business, right? Because a lot of, like, there's 3 Walmart automation services that I know of. There's 1 Walmart dropshipping course that I know of. I've done it. But because I did eBay before, I could still see where all the spaces and the training and the automation lie. And a lot of the automation services are offering a lot of guarantees. The 3 of the automation services I know of are offering a lot of guarantees that don't make any sense based on a lot of the tools that are available. So although we offer some services around Walmart, there's a link in the description. I speak to everyone and I kind of give perspective on all that stuff, right? Like, even setting up a Walmart account. A lot of you guys who want to get into dropshipping don't have an LLC or corporation, right? Setting up a Walmart seller account You need a corporation, EIN, DUNS number, phone number. You need to register in Yellow Pages. You need to look like a real business. They're going to do a Google map search, and if they see your house, you're not going to get approved. Dun & Bradstreet leaves a picture of your address on your credit file. So there's a lot of I's to dot and T's to cross, even to begin to start to sell on Walmart. And that is what we have been tackling and successfully achieved a few times already. So that's one of the main services that we're offering for Walmart automation or dropshipping. When we could show some more data and some more profitable accounts and actually give you guys some numbers, then we'll start to formally manage accounts. But we're more like, if you guys follow me for a long time, I kind of live in this like dropshipping community space. Like I have people like Preston has been in Nicaragua for 2 years. He came here to like stay with me, and he manages Shopify, eBay, and Amazon. And he comes here today. All my employees are here. So we all kind of like share what we do on Amazon and Walmart. And we need a little more time to actually dig into Walmart, so we have a lot more data so we could properly offer like a proper service and so on. Let me see. Do you think how do you think is enough to have to fulfill orders when new on Amazon? You need a few $1,000s in credit. Like you need, I would say $5,000 minimum. And you're not going to even make a lot of money with $5,000, right? $5,000 is not going to make you, like I did a video on the channel. So let me find it. I'm going to send you a link because I don't want
$5,000, you could buy $10,000 worth of merchandise a month.
Less. Because of the reserves and all that stuff. It might be less.
Right.
So I have a video breaking down like numbers. So I'll get the video and leave the link because it shows you per 3,000 credit how much profit you can make. So you don't have to like believe my random numbers. So give me 1 second, I'll find that. If you want to look at the other questions.
Let's just do quick math.
Right,
so you can buy $7,500 worth of product a month.
Yeah.
Right. So you can sell, I mean, if you're at 10% margins, you could sell 10,000 a month, and you'll make $1,000.
Yeah. If you have 5,000.
That's the and then you have to stop selling. Right? You have to put your store on vacation mode and then do it again the next month. It's not nothing. It's a way to start if you, you know, but you'd rather have 10, 20, 30. I mean, like the more you have, the better, the better that goes. And that's why some of the, you know, capital companies that Mark has mentioned on other videos are worthwhile.
Right. So let me mention that again. So I've been working with Instapay, and the reason why I bring that up for you, especially because you said you're a new seller, Instapay, unlike Payability, requires you to be selling for 3 months and have a certain track record and so on. What Instapay has done, I'm not saying that they give, so I'll put a link to that video who asked about how much money. I made a video on how to make $30,000 in profit, but it goes into like more numbers. But Instapay approves new Amazon sellers. They don't approve all. There's a process to go through, but they give you an opportunity that, let's say you have 5,000 credit. If they're paying you daily, you would be able to like have access to more capital so you can make more profit, right? I don't have a link to Instapay in the description, but you can check on some of my videos for Instapay.
Does it have to be an S corp or an LLC? It's all the same, all right? Like,
yeah, you need
that doesn't
entity.
matter. S corp is a type of LLC,
Yeah.
So I would say LLC is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much does it cost for AAS? Does it have? No. Okay. So yeah, Jordan. I don't know. This is just kind of like the topics. I didn't want to go in too much. The more of this live is more to give guys perspective. A lot of our like I am a YouTuber, right? I'm a marketer. A lot of our videos are like, hey, I'm Walmart dropshipping product research, and I do live, and I find these crazy margins, and everyone gets excited, and that's cool. And there's a time and place
that's worthwhile. Yeah, that's worthwhile. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But before
the opportunities exist.
Right, the opportunities are there. But before I get into that, I figured we should come back and kind of like give perspective so people don't just like, yeah, let me spend my last $2,000 and try to sell on Walmart. Don't do that.
For sure, don't do that.
If you only have $2,000, do not apply to the automation service. If you have $2,000 in the bank, let me say it again, do not give me your last $2,000. This is a business. You have to make.
I don't think anybody should give you their last $10,000, even if they have or any money, right? Like if you need to basically, when you're investing in a business that's hands off, completely hands off, you need to assume that money might go nowhere,
right?
Right? Like, and there are inherent risks in investing money. The risk is that you might lose it all.
Right.
You know, if you're not willing to do that, then you should be completely hands-on with your business, or, you know, and work it full-time or work it part-time and all the rest, you know, but yeah, I mean, like there's obvious benefits to working with the right done for you partners, who you think are going to be successful with your money, on a $5,000 investment or a $10,000 investment. If you can make back 10% per year, that's better than any other investment basically in the world that somebody would be offering to you, right? I know that a lot of these done for you programs are able to give you back a lot more than that.
Right.
You know, but some will not. some will give you back zero. Plus you'll lose your entire investment.
Even I spent some time looking at the paid ads for I don't run paid ads for the done for you, right? I've spent a lot of time looking at the paid ads for a lot of these Amazon automation, Walmart automation businesses. And they say things like, I didn't want to say what they say, but it's just putting like unrealistic expectations to sell a service for a lot of money. And there is a lot of value in automation. A lot of these guys running the automation accounts are in countries that value the jobs. Like I have a client that I'm making a Walmart account for, and his VA who runs his Amazon account actually cares about if the Amazon account gets shut down because he needs a job. He gets a profit share, and it's worth his time to run these accounts. So like these businesses serve not just the owners, but the people running the accounts as well. And I think it's important that everyone involved understand their place and how all this works and the value added to each person, right? Does Instapay pay 80% of the fees? Okay, so payability, let me just say something. Payability front 70%, and they charge you front and back. So they say they charge you 2%, but it actually works out to be more like 4%, right? Instapay only charges you 1.77%, and it works out to be 1.77% of how much money they give you. So you're gonna cut your fees down by more than half, Patrick, if you move from payability Instapay. Now, I know that payability, I think, had like a 30-day period to move over, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So, but if I were you, Patrick, I will apply to Instapay and start the process and sit down and do the math. And don't trust me on telling you that Instapay gives you half of the fees of payability. It's your business. So do the math and confirm that what I'm telling you and what Instapay is telling you is true. But in my experience, you're going to save half the money in fees if you switch. How much does it cost to sign up for the Amazon automation? Our Amazon automation service is $1,800. We take no profit the first 3 months. The reason why we do that is because the cost of me running the account for 3 months is just about $1,800. I charge you guys my cost for the first 3 months, and then we do profit share. At the end of the 4th month, we get 30%, you get 70%.
Cheap.
Yeah, and let me...
Too cheap.
It's cheaper than a lot of other services, but the reason why I do it,
you have the capability to do it because of the,
I live here. Like my guys are in house. Like I train the guys, I fire the guys. We have 6 interviews today. I want to say something, right? Running this Amazon automation, I've been doing it for 3.5 years. That drop shipping, easy. Running an Amazon automation business, 50 times harder. Because you're talking about human resources, keeping people motivated, monitoring work, providing a proper service for the customers, right?
Yeah.
And
it's very difficult. It's a very difficult
process.
task to run multiple stores is a very difficult task to be had.
Undertaking, right?
Yeah,
and
that's why I see like 80% of the automation companies that come on board with us will end up failing because they're very good at marketing and not very good at Amazon dropshipping. And presumably they don't even know anything about it. They just sell
most of them don't.
$25,000 a month stores, you know, which I think is actually a fair fee if they're going to make you money on it, right? Like if on the 25,000 you can make, let's call it 10,000 plus back in year one. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Like I would say that's a pretty good investment, 40-50% on your money. You know, if they could do that in year 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and even increase that, you know, like presumably they can make a lot more, the ones that know what they're doing, but a lot of them don't. And so like 80% of those people fail. So most of those people fail because they know nothing about Amazon dropshipping or running a team or building the business at all. But let me just say that even if you do know all those things, you really have to be selective about the team that you are going to hand $20,000 or, you know, even $1,800 is nothing. So like you can, I mean, you could just hope for the best if you use more, but I think it's going to be better. But but better think about it. Let
me just tell, I want us, do you need an LLC to sign up for Walmart as seller? Yes, you need a corporate entity, LLC or corporation. I want to cut this short because we already hit an hour. But I want to say, so guys, if you want to apply to Done For You service, there's a link in the description. But and Frederick said, shut the F up. Anyway, let me, Jordan, let me say something about my thought process about the pricing, right? So, and because it's something very specific. What I've learned with the Done For You thing is that the person managing the account needs to have ownership in the account and needs to benefit or fail based on the success or failure of the account, right? So when we charge 30%, I give my guys 20%. Because after we pay their first 3 months with a salary, they only work for commission. So it's a kind of like cultural thing I am looking for, because it's a hard hire. When you hire, because I have college grads, engineers running these accounts, but at the end of the day, they're running a business, and you need to be motivated to scale this business, and you need to be, you need to own, like have the responsibility for this business. So that kind of space of me finding people who want to, this is how I picture them, right?
Yeah, I like the way you've structured this business. It's very nice on all fronts, right? Not so expensive or capital intensive for the client, and then also lots of upside for the, you know, the opportunity for the person who's running these stores, or the people who are running these stores, is great. And you take a small piece. I mean, I think it's very nice. I don't think it's expensive enough. For the type of work that you're doing, to just get 10% of the profits is, I mean, it sounds like, you know, it might be.
It takes work to make a lot of money. It's not like this is what people don't like. I get to make this decision because of where I live. I could live, like, I have every single thing I could possibly need for $5,000 a month. I have that luxury. A lot of people don't, right? Like a lot of these guys selling these $20,000 services, the $20,000 is paying the lease for the Rolls Royce, right? So you see what I'm saying? So it's a very, and then even my interaction with these guys, like the guys in Nicaragua who know me, know that I came to Nicaragua, I make money drop shipping, we compete. They don't have access to lines of credit. They can't sell on Amazon. So they also look at it as an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So even how we interview and how we present the job to the employees is a little different. And I think not enough people in this automation space talk about that, because you're managing a team. You having meetings. You're motivating these guys to get up every day, list, order quickly, answer messages quickly. You have 24 hours. So it's a process. And not enough people talk about, like one of the guys, I have one guy that used to work for me from India, Indra. He's really, really good. He comes on. I met Indra because he joined my inner circle. He paid to learn Amazon dropshipping. But from India, he couldn't get an account. So he is someone who invested in himself to learn. And I was like, why do you want a job? Because having access to the account and the credit, he see as a benefit. So he will own that. You see what I'm saying? So it's a very weird thing. But I'm glad you brought that up. Anyway, guys, we've been here for an hour.
What do we have? Like another 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, I have a call with Kafir in 30 minutes about DSM tools. I want to talk to you about for like 5 minutes after.
I'm happy to answer whatever questions come through for the next minute.
Yeah, so if you guys want to shoot some questions for like a minute or two, there's a link in the description for OA Genius free trial. Check it out. The free trial is 7 days, guys. If you get the free trial, I urge you to use the software every single day for 7 days. Even if it is 30 minutes, even if it's for an hour, the purpose of the free trial is so you actually see the value of how the software works, what it can do, and unless you sit down and use it every day for those 7 days, you're not going to get that value and you're not going to understand why you should pay for the software, right?
Yeah.
So
and we have a whole team set up. You can always reach out to them for support and how to use it and, you know, tips and tricks and stuff like that. So feel free to reach out to the success team. They will be happy to help you and show you exactly how to use the software to its fullest capabilities.
So should I get Amazon automation or start drop shipping if I had a few $1,000s? So I want to say something about Amazon automation, Amazon drop shipping, right? Because of the cost of what he said, Mark, I'm from Nicaragua. I thank you for your help. Looking forward to meeting you in person. Okay. Because of the cost of what we charge, I encourage the clients that I have who have extra time to understand that, like, basically paying me that $1,800 for 3 months is around what you're going to spend to hire VA anyway, right? So if you have the time and you learn Amazon dropshipping and you do the automation, you could spend time interacting. We have a group on Slack for each one of the automation accounts. So you are involved. You could list if you want. You could talk to the person about a company that works for you, and you could work together. So, like, because of the cost of what we charge, it is advantageous. Even if you want to run your own store, you could learn and interact with the person that's running your store, and you guys work together. Like, Eric is one of the guys who are more successful in it done for you. And that's because he interacts with his employee all the time. Joseph is another guy that his account is doing his first month. I think I have to look, but I think he sold like $9,000 so far in his first month. Although he has a job, he talks to Douglas on a regular basis. They have a good relationship, and they both know what's going on in the account on a continuous basis. And that's kind of how I see the automation being more successful. Although it's hands off, and you are not doing the work, there's still another human doing the work, and you guys having good communication and solving problems together sometimes is helpful. Because of sometimes the IP addresses or the banks might block payments, there still needs to be that understanding that sometimes there are problems that need to be solved quickly together. But anyway, I'm rambling. So guys, in the description, check out OA Genius. Hi Mark, is Walmart to Amazon safe? I have videos about Walmart to Amazon. If you have a brand new account, do not start dropshipping on Walmart. Add some FBA in there, even if it's just to break even, and then you could play around with Walmart to Amazon. What's up, Artsy? All right, guys. So subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll have Jordan on there. Look out for the lives that I do with product research on Amazon dropshipping and Walmart dropshipping. I'm going to have one of my employees that has been with me before we started to use OA Genius. Now is a really smart dude. Now he's using OA Genius. I'm going to have him on the channel to give you guys perspective on what it was without it. And not my perspective. He actually he's one of my best guys running the Amazon account before we used OA Genius. And he came back. He's going to do some lives for you guys as well.
Sweet.
Just look out for it. Ask any question. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, might be worthwhile to have him run through like the inventory tool. I don't know if is he using Sage, the inventory price and order management?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have him start doing that also. Start doing those videos.
Yeah, I think we do a lot on the product sourcing front. It might be interesting to see the inside and like of the actual like automation tool.
Right, yeah. So he gets here in about an hour, and we have a meeting about planning the future videos and so on.
Cool.
So yeah, so thanks a lot for your time, Jordan. Thanks for your time, guys. Like the video,
everyone.
Subscribe. Let me know. And if you're seeing this after, comment. Give us some ideas for future videos. Yeah. And have a good one. Jordan, I'll send you a link in a second. Later.
See you soon. Bye, everyone.